I don't know about y'all, but I feel like Mariah Carey said it best.
I'll do the best I can, but when I got
Welcome, Bienvenidos and Wahgwan, everybody. It's your girl Jovi. Thank you for tuning in today. If you're new here, we talk all things tech and lifestyle. If you're into that kind of content, make sure you take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe, and share this with your favorite techie. Most of y'all know I'm from New York, and where I'm from, it's a sign of disrespect not to subscribe. And y'all are not disrespectful. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you the rules. I'm just telling you what it is. That's the word on the street. It's disrespectful not to subscribe. So subscribe. Today, I have a treat for all my newbie coders. We're getting into free mobile apps to learn coding, available both on iPhone and Android. Okay? I thought about the Androids. Yes, I did. Okay, so just a little disclaimer. These are all supplementary apps. These are not to carry you through your whole coding journey. They're not going to help you become a professional. They're simply to help you get started learning code or learning another language. So don't think that this is about to make you a professional. It's not. And plus it's on a mobile phone. It's not happening. Okay. So this is a great option for people who are not sure if they want to learn how to code and they want some affordable options to be able to do so. Or let's say you don't even have a laptop, so to speak, and you just want to know what it's like to code. These apps will be able to at least allow you to get your feet wet in that realm, right? I just want to also say that these apps also have their own websites. So if you do want to do this on the laptop, if you do feel more comfortable, you need a bigger screen, of course, they have regular websites too. And just in case, Instagram shuts down, the world is on fire, but you still got goals, you can do this. Or even better yet, instead of you being, scrolling late night till 3 a.m. in the morning, you could learn a new language. I'm just saying, this is just a suggestion, okay? I have my notes over here, so if you see me looking down, I'm just trying to look at my notes. So bear with me really quickly. So the first app that I want to get into is an app called Mimo. Mimo, M-I-M-O, is a mobile app that helps people, that gives courses and helps you learn step-by-step certain fundamentals of coding, right? So Mimo I would consider to be pretty straightforward and also very kid-friendly. If you have children that you feel like you want to get them started, Mimo would be a good place as well. It has a great layout and it allows you to navigate through the different screens pretty easily, but it doesn't have a lot of content, right? It only has a few courses, I believe Python, JavaScript, and I believe regular HTML, CSS fundamentals, but it doesn't really dive really deep into it. So if you're somebody who has a background or a history with code, I don't know if Mimo would be the great one for you, but if you know nothing about code, you've never done anything, this is a great way to walk you step by step. They have different puzzles for you to solve. They have also a Twitter page, I believe. They have a glossary that will help you learn pretty much certain words for specific languages, like console, what is a function. So pretty much a glossary that goes into all of those. But that's a really great starting point. Or if you're bored and you really want to find out more about Python or something, you can go on Mimo and do that. So the one thing I will say about this app is that you do have to, it's free, but you do have to upgrade to get a lot of the features. They really only have fundamentals up to a certain point, and then after that it's kind of you don't really get much, but it's also not that expensive. So you could do it bi-monthly or you could do it yearly. I also believe there's a lifetime option, if I'm remembering correctly, but Mimo's great because it's also gamified. So if you're somebody that likes to earn tokens and coins and get it has this feature where you can gain more hearts the more courses you go through, the more classes you get through and stuff. It's gamified, it's cute, and I think it's really great for really new beginners in coding. So the next app that I really want to get into is an app called Solo Learn. I am very impressed by Solo Learn. It has the biggest variety of some courses to get into, and it also has content on non-technical things as well. It has this community feature where it has a feed and you can talk to other people and solve problems with them, join challenges with them. You can code battle with them. It's a thing. Very impressed with it. The languages that it goes into is like, Python, JavaScript, Swift, PHP, Ruby, and that's just like the surface level of it. It goes into so much more. And then it also does progress tracking for you. If you sign in through Google, it'll track your progress. It'll keep your code. You're able to sign in and use the compiler, code out some things, and see other people's code for their specific projects, which I thought was really cool, especially for a mobile app. It's giving GitHub. It's giving. Wow, you guys really thought this out. I think my favorite part of this app was some of the community pages that just go into data structures and algorithms, which is really instrumental in your coding career, getting a good grip and understanding all the different data structures and all the different algorithms that are out there. They break them down, and then they have cheat sheets for them as well. And then they give you examples, and you can even comment on the bottom or solve problems with other people, or get the answers, or whatever you feel like. There's a practice area as well. Really in depth, very thought out, lots of content, a very, very dense app. And I would say that this is more for like not only just beginners, but for people who are midway through their journey, or mid-level engineers, or you just want to learn a new language. This is also a great place to do that as well, at least via mobile apps, right? So I would really suggest Solo Learn. Like, that's one of my favorite apps. I would definitely recommend that, hands down. Another app that I'd like to get into is called Programming Hub. Programming Hub is kind of on the Solo Learn level, where they are free and they have tons and tons and tons of content for beginners, newbies, or mid-level engineers as well, or aspiring engineers, right? I wouldn't consider this app necessarily kid-friendly. It's a little bit more advanced. What I like about Programming Hub is that they go into the different disciplines of tech. So it's not just strictly coding languages, right? It's not just Python, Swift, JavaScript, Java. They have all of that, but they also have DevOps courses, they have ethical hacking, they have cybersecurity, they have a whole bunch of different things that I feel like would be great to dive into if you're looking to learn another language. It's easy to navigate, but it is more on the advanced side, somewhat of like on a Solo Learn level. But I love that it also has like a glossary. One of the things that I felt like separated this app from the other apps is that not only are you able to get certificates, you're able to get certificates in the other app too, but these also dive into the average salaries for certain roles. So if I took a DevOps course, or I want to take a DevOps course, if you scroll down, it has a detailed index about what you're going to get into for this specific course, and then it'll give you the average salary. And I don't know who thought of that, but they need a raise for that. Now, listen, I don't know if those are the national ranges. I don't know how often they get updated. I saw some numbers that I felt were a bit low, but then again, I live in New York, which is one of the major tech hubs. So this could be more of a national level. I'm not sure. Again, I'm not sure if they get updated often, but I think it's a nice to have, especially if you're wanting to know when you're doing your research. Oh, is this even worth doing? Would I be okay with earning this kind of salary? So on and so forth. So let's talk Grasshopper. Grasshopper is an app that I would also consider something to be very kid-friendly, very beginner-like, something just like Mimo on the beginner level. A very simple, straightforward layout. They really focus on fundamentals, and they really help you learn the fundamentals of whatever language that you choose, based on lots of puzzles and prompting, and it doesn't really let you type much. It doesn't have a compiler, I don't believe. I know Mimo has a compiler, but I don't believe that Grasshopper does. It prompts you through different puzzles to create functions, learn the fundamentals, and then it gets harder and harder each step that you go up. They have this feature where you can dress the grasshopper. You can like buy a hat for it. Like the more lessons you go through, you can get a hat. You can get like different outfits for the grasshopper. It's gamified just like Mimo. So if you're into that kind of thing, or you feel like your children would be into that, I think that's a great way to get them to learn certain things. It goes into variables, arrays, and all those different things, JavaScript and Python, and also I believe PHP. But those, once you get past the fundamental level, you do have to, it's more of a pay to play kind of thing, which makes sense. I get it. You can't do a lot without upgrading after learning the fundamentals, and I felt like that was one of the downfalls with both Grasshopper and Mimo, because on Solo Learn and Programming Hub you can do so much with the free stuff on the low. But if you've never ever coded before, I would say start with Mimo or Grasshopper and then graduate to Solo Learn, or just go straight to Solo Learn or Programming Hub. So the last app that I really want to get into is an app called Encode. Now, Encode is a great app for beginners. You're able to go through different courses and lessons, much like the other apps, but I think it's really more tailored for beginners. You can learn things like Swift, again, Java, JavaScript. I think there's Python. There's definitely Python on there. And it's perfect for beginners because it's simple and easy, and the layout is made for literally for beginners, kind of hand holding you through puzzles and helping you get the basics down and the fundamentals, just like all the other apps. I think what I like most about it is that it also allows you to set reminders. It allows you to set goals, like, okay, 5 minutes a day you want to code, or 10 minutes a day you want to code. I thought that was really cool. So they really take you through this thing where you're able to not only learn the fundamentals, but then you have a compiler that they have, and you can learn to run like real code on your actual mobile app. Now they do also, I think this one, I'm not sure Encode has an actual website. I know I said that they all have websites, but I'm not sure about Encode. But Encode is, it gives like free Code Academy vibes. So I do think it's another great alternative for people who are beginners and just want to learn the basics of something, or just wants to learn a whole new language if you're considered somebody that already knows how to code. So that's it, guys. Those are all the apps. Mimo, Solo Learn, Programming Hub, Encode, and Grasshopper. Great for beginners. Some are great more for mid-level engineers, and I think that it's a great opportunity to learn and just download those apps, dig into them, see what you can get out of them, and use them along with what you're already using. I definitely want to do a part 2 to this because there's more apps available that I'd love to talk about. So let me know that you really like this by liking and commenting below, letting me know that you want a part 2 for this, because I'll definitely do it. I think mobile apps, like I said, are a really great way to get started. So thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you soon.